Hi, didn't see you there. Steven with Mod in Japan. Today we talk about wheels, forged versus cast, and why for your Toyota Tacoma. When you talk about wheels, you really need to consider what's the difference between forged and cast, considering that forged wheels are astronomically more expensive. But you get more out of a forged wheel than a cast wheel. And that's where we want to talk about today's sponsor, Titan 7 wheels. When considering wheels for your Tacoma, you're going to get into the question of cast versus forged. Why would you look at forged when it's astronomically more expensive? And is it worth it to do forged over cast? That brings us to today's video, which is supported by Titan 7 wheels, the wheels that we have on our Tacoma. Wheels play a larger role than you could possibly imagine. The entire dynamics of a vehicle is hinging on what type of wheels that you have. So, most of you guys are probably thinking that it's just an aesthetic thing, but let's talk about the components or what a wheel does in terms of functionality for a car. So first and foremost, there's something called unsprung weight. So when you have a car like the Tacoma that has horrifyingly low horsepower, every pound of weight that's on this wheel will affect the ability to accelerate, brake, and handle. So by reducing unsprung weight, by going to a forged wheel over a cast wheel, you gain a large amount of driving dynamics that you don't have before. And it's especially apparent in a car like the Tacoma, where that horsepower and that get up and go is just really bad. When we talk about changing your wheels, people think about making or buying wheels that are prettier. They don't really think about what does an actual wheel do to the dynamics of a vehicle. And it does a lot more than you actually think. So aside from just being pretty, you have handling characteristics, braking characteristics, and acceleration characteristics that are dependent on the wheel's weight and structure. That weight we call unsprung weight. So when you have a car or a truck like the Tacoma that doesn't have a lot of horsepower, you can really feel the sluggishness or the get up and go if you have a lighter wheel. So when in case of forged wheels, if you have more unsprung weight or less unsprung weight, so in the case of cast wheels, you have more weight because it's heavier, and forged wheels less weight because it's lighter, you would be able to, one, if it's lighter, brake better, you'd be able to handle better, and you'd be able to accelerate better. So even though it's just an aesthetic thing, having a lighter wheel is significantly more important from a vehicle dynamics perspective. So we talked about vehicle dynamics, specifically braking and handling and acceleration improvements. Let's talk about the other major component of forged wheels, which is durability and strength. The way a forged wheel is produced is a gigantic ton presses the crap out of the forging or metal and realigns the structure so that it's lighter weight and more rigid. With that rigidity comes increased strength. Now, when you're daily driving and if you're in an off-road rig, you're gonna have a lot of sidewall to protect your wheel. So this is gonna be at your 40 or 50 or 60 PSI or less, depending on what kind of tire you have. This is a Maxxis Razor MT with LT. So it's got a stronger sidewall for more load and puncture resistance. But when you're daily driving, it's less of an issue when it comes to a strength perspective. But if you're gonna go wheeling or off-roading, you're generally gonna air down. When you air down and go to the 15, 20, or even less PSI, then you have less sidewall to protect that wheel. If you smack a rock pretty good, the difference between forged and cast is a forged wheel is gonna bend. It's got more pliability because it's gonna be stronger, so it's gonna bend or cut the sidewall, but more than likely with a tire like this, it's gonna bend. In a cast wheel, you're gonna see it crack. Now, that's not that big of a deal when you're on the highway or out in the world just doing your errands, but if you're gonna be in the middle of nowhere doing middle of nowhere things, that's kind of a problem, right? You're not gonna be able to have the tire seated, you potential of losing air in the tire and getting stranded, or breaking off of this hub and, well, you got bigger problems than that. So, if you're thinking about doing extracurricular activities in the middle of nowhere, the investment of a forged wheel is about safety, security, and durability, which is a huge thing to consider. Now, normally forged wheels are horribly expensive, but if you haven't heard of Titan 7, their philosophy is forged for all. And their concept is bringing to the table a cost-effective and affordable forged wheel that anybody can afford. It's gonna be more expensive than your typical cast wheel, but really, if you're thinking about safety, durability, performance, this is one scenario where you wanna just cry once. Just buy it right the first time and be done with it. And again, it's really pretty, so it doesn't really hurt. So our Tacoma, these are the Titan 7 TAK2s. I've used them for the last 2-3 years, and we've had no issues. We've also taken this rig all over the place, dry lake beds, off-roading in like mountains, and also even Sand Hollow in Utah. So I think what's really important is when you decide what you're gonna put on a truck or your build, there's a huge element of trust. And working with a brand like Titan 7, we have a huge level of trust with them because we've worked with them for so many years. And they have a really good track record when it comes to durability and production. So as you guys decide what you want to do, what's within your budget for cast versus forge, try to just do your research, figure out what you think is best for your rig within your budget. For us, it's Titan 7. So again, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions about this wheel, or if you want a quote on this set or any other thing that Titan 7 has, I'll have links in the description below. Let me know in the comments what you think is better, forged versus cast. It's probably gonna get heated, but some of you guys will say it's not worth the money to go to forged versus the cast wheel, but let me know what you think in the comments below. Again, if you wanna support this channel, feel free to buy some stuff at modernjapan.com if it's the right price and available for you. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.